she's a good mother to the kids, but a terrible wife. That's what
How
I feel. That's
how
I feel.
how can she be a good mother when while she moved out the first time, she was bringing other men to the house where your kids are? How is that a good mother?
The other option, I feel like...
No. Let's stay there. How is that a good mother? When she's introducing strangers to the house.
She's not a good mother.
So why are you giving yourself that excuse? What is happening there?
I get the point.
You are looking for a reason to fail. Don't demonize all women because of this one that has done you dirty. Because now you pre-expose yourself to hating women. You don't want to do that. Hating women is a madness, and you don't want to be a mad person. No. Just eliminate the cancer from your system.
In fact, I was thinking of doing a DNA test.
When were you thinking about doing a DNA test?
I just thought about it when I moved out. I put it as a priority.
When did you start having doubts?
Well, my younger kid does not look like me.
When she went to the village, she dumped the kids with grandma and took off with a different man.
Yeah.
Show me the good mother there. And you are 30, you're almost 31.
Yeah, I'm getting 31 this year, September.
How old is she?
She's older than me. She got, now she's 35 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's all red flags, man. I never saw this coming, man.
Hello there.
Hey, hello.
Hi, how are you, man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for responding.
Of course.
Yeah, man. I had sent you a voice chat about what's going on currently in my life.
Yeah.
And, man, I'm just confused. I'm just confused. So I was just in Marital coming to work, and I saw your post on Twitter, and yeah, I thought I should talk to you and hear from you.
Is it okay for you to tell me that story again? The one you put on voice note?
Yeah. So
yes,
happened that it started a while ago, around like a year ago.
Yeah.
And my wife I came from work, and my wife moved out. I found that she had gone out, carried everything from the house. I had built a small house around Thika. I guess you're Kenyan, so you know Thika.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had built a house there, so a small house. I'm just a guy who's trying to hustle, man. So I built a house there. I came from work, found that she had cleared everything, gone with the kids. I was shocked. Tried to reach out. She didn't want to come back. At that moment, I was struggling to push my mom through treatment. She had bile duct cancer. The gallbladder had, not the bile duct, the gallbladder had cancer, which had spread to the liver.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I was very stressed out. I was pushing through the treatment of my mom, which in Kenya is very expensive, not available, hectic. She just moved out. And after that, I was very angered. I decided that she was not going to come back. Then when she went out, life was very hard for her. She did not have a very nice job.
So let's rewind from the beginning. Long before your mother got sick.
Yeah.
You had married her more than 5 years ago.
Yeah. Actually, right now it's around 7 years. We started this around 2018.
You have a 5-year-old son with her.
Yeah.
And who else?
Right now, the boy is 6, turning 7.
Okay.
The girl is 4 years.
So almost 7 and a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And how did y'all meet?
Where I work. I started working. I got out of school 2016. I got a job where I started working. We met. And we just settled. It was very fast.
When you say you came out of school, did you go to college?
Yeah. I ran a chemist, so
Okay.
I went to college for around 5 years.
Yeah.
I got a job at a farm tech. She was a lab tech. There's a small clinic. We worked there, and that's how we met.
And so you got married, you built this house, the family house, and you started life together.
Yeah.
And shortly after, she got pregnant with your son.
She got pregnant. She got pregnant even before we started building the house. I've been building the house for quite some time. You know, it's a lot of money and they don't have a lot of cash.
Yeah.
It's a hassle over here, so it takes time. I started building before COVID.
Yeah.
We just moved in the house around 2022. So 2023 actually, the beginning of 2023.
Okay.
That's when we moved in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So yeah.
And how long ago did your mom get sick?
It was just sudden. It was around, we noticed on I lost my father 2021.
Okay.
Then my mom got sick October 2023. That's when we noticed. You know, these cancers, you can't notice them very early on. You find them when the stages is way ahead.
Yeah.
So we go to the hospital. We were told it was very advanced. She needed surgery. So there was that hassle for, the treatment. We still had issues with my wife around that time. My wife had been cheating, in the relationship. I decided to stick with her for the sake of the kids.
So how long was she? Did you know that she was cheating?
I can't say how long because I don't know how long she did it. But when I noticed, the one that I know happened on 2022. Happened around that time.
What happened?
But the guy that she was working with, one day I found texts about how they met, how they had good time. Confronted her, she denied it. I even confronted the guy. That time I was very emotional. I even confronted the guy. I was very, very, very protective. The guy abused me, cursed me, made fun of me. She denied it, but I knew that she had done it. So she later came to admit about it way back later.
So
I think around this time that we had issues with when she had moved out. Then when she was coming back in, that's when she admitted all that.
So when you say she worked with that guy, but you also say y'all worked together.
No. We used to work together around 2020, around 2018.
Yeah.
We used to work around the same place.
Then she moved to a different place.
I'm still here because I took over the pharmacy. We had a deal with the guy who was owning it.
Yeah.
I became part of the business.
Yeah.
So I have to stay. Now I have to stay over here. For her, she moved to another hospital for greener pastures. When we are still together, went to another hospital. Right now, she's working in a bigger hospital.
Okay.
You can say that there.
And you are 30. You are almost 31.
Yeah, I'm getting 31 this year, September.
How old is she?
She's older than me. Right now she's 1992. That is 35 years. Now she's 35 years.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's all red flags, man. I never saw this coming, man.
Whoa. Whoa. So you are working together. She moves on to a better job, a bigger facility.
Yeah.
And that's when you caught her cheating.
Yeah.
This is 2022.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And at first she denied it. You confronted the guy because you saw the text messages.
Yeah.
And he made fun of it. And then that's
Yeah,
now
man.
when she moved
said,
out.
if you're failing, I'm going to do what you're failing, man. I mean, it was crazy.
The guy is telling you that he's the one doing your job.
Yeah, that's what he said.
In the bedroom.
Of course, he denied it, but just comes out because I was like, hey man, keep off my family, you're doing some crazy things over here.
Yeah.
This is disrespect. I'm going to find you, I'm going to beat you up, those sorts of things you say when you're angered.
Yeah.
And then the guy said, if you can't do your job, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of halfway. I mean, yet he had denied it. So I felt it, there's a way you feel.
Yeah.
It has happened. Yeah.
And so when you confronted her, she denied, but she moved out.
Yeah, she moved out way back, way later. She moved out on 2023. This is after us having issues. Now after that, you really have a lot of issues. You find her talking to someone. Who are you talking to? What is going on? Hey, don't get in my life. Don't tell me who to talk to. Those sorts of things. This is my friend. You confront each other. Sometimes it gets almost to be like a physical thing. Then she decided to move out. She cleared everything from my house. Moved out. Yeah, 2023.
By this time, you are renting or you are in your own house?
Sorry, she did not move out 2023. She moved out 2024.
Is she moving out from the house you already built or you are still renting?
Right now.
No, at the time that she's moving out.
I was there in the house.
Is it your own personal property or the rental?
Yeah, it is my property.
At this time, you had already finished building the house. You had put her in there and the two children.
Yeah.
And she's cheating from there.
Yeah.
She picks up everything. You come home, the curtains on the windows are whistling.
Everything. She even took them.
She took the curtains.
Yeah.
And the light bulbs.
Everything, man.
And she disappears.
Yeah.
Do you know where she goes?
Yeah, I didn't find out where she was living. I came to find out about it later, after my mom passed.
Where did she go?
After my mom passed, she said she wanted to come back.
No, but where did she go?
She went to rent somewhere else.
Aha. So she did not move in with the guy she's sleeping with?
No. She has many guys. She never moved in with him. She even, I think they had issues on.
And did you have a house help at the time?
Yeah.
So she moved out with the house help?
Yeah.
And now on this other side, you're struggling with your mother, taking care of her. She's going through chemo, and then unfortunately she passes.
Yeah.
And that now, in your vulnerable position, that's when she finds a way to come back to you.
And she came back. And I took her back because now my kids were living in a rental place and I picked a house for them. That was not right.
Yeah.
I felt my kids deserved the house. In fact, when I was there in the house and my kids were outside there, I felt bad. I felt like I should be the one moving out. Let them stay there in that house because I've built that house for them. Okay, not for them, but it feels bad seeing your kids living in a rental place. A lot of chaos. You don't know what's going to happen. She was bringing men in her house, so you don't know the kind of guy that will come. If he's a pedo guy, he's going to molest the kid or something. So I just wanted them to come back, be in my place where I can see them. Yeah.
She comes back, and then she started bringing men to that house? Or was
No, she never
it
brought
was in the
them.
other house?
The guy used to come. They came. She was brought with a car.
She was dropped in one
Front
day
of the gate.
in a car, and you went to open the gate
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
And she told you it was an Uber driver.
Yeah, it was an Uber driver. Now, after speaking with the house help, she told me that that was a guy that she was like moving in, because at that time she had gone home for burial, and during that time they were with this Uber guy. The guy she's saying is an Uber guy.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be this guy. He used to come her home, pick her up, then bring her back at night. In her home, it's only the mother who's there. She's a single mother. Her mother is a single mother. They separated with the father a long time ago. So she would the mother even knew this guy. That was the house I told me.
So she's giving this excuse that she's going to a funeral in the upcountry.
It was a funeral. Just she took that opportunity to do things with the guy.
And for 3 days, she's not at the funeral. She's not at the Mashakaya. She is in this guy's house or wherever she is.
Exactly. They're moving out,
And,
taking her out for dinner, those sorts of things.
and where are the children at the time?
Back home they're in their mother's place with the house help and the
Wow. How long ago did her own father die?
Her father never died. They separated with the mom. He's still there.
So she was raised by her mother.
Yeah.
So her mother is not only tolerating this behavior, she's encouraging it.
Yeah. Because the house help told me that she knew the guy and they had a chat when he came.
Yeah.
Yeah, a small chat.
My goodness. So she come back after 3 days like nothing had happened. It's much later now that you are learning about the escapades.
Not much later, just around that time. The house help told me.
Yeah.
Because I think she felt I needed to know.
Yeah.
How she was sorry for me. Just told me not to say it to her. I felt a lot of pain, and that's when I decided to move out of my own house, to go and rent somewhere else, because I felt like I could do crazy things, with the anger and everything. And then I've been confronting her. We've been having some physical altercation in front of the kids. I didn't want that to happen. I felt like I was the easy person to move out, just leave. But now I miss my kids, man. I need to see my kids. So I was actually planning to go back over Sunday and say hi to the kids, just move out. Is that okay?
So you build the house yourself?
Yeah.
So that you can raise your children in it?
Yeah.
And now she has, for the much she has moved away. She has cheated on you with 2 guys that you know of. And you keep taking her back. And now, beyond that, you have moved out of your own house and left her there. Why are you doing that?
Yes.
Why are you leaving her in your own house?
Well, number one, I don't want to be disrespected. I feel bad when I see her, knowing what she has done.
But
number two,
why?
I don't want to throw her out of that house.
Why not?
Because
Why not?
If I throw her out of that house, where will my kids go?
Your kids stay with you and the house help. She go to her men. You never considered that option?
I had considered that option. Then
How can you not, after she has cheated on you with other men?
Yeah.
How can you not consider that option?
Hello?
How can you not consider that option after she has cheated with men? 2 of them that you know of.
You see, this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am at work. I go to work very early. I stay at work. I feel like she's a good mother to the kids, but a terrible wife. That's what I feel.
How can she be a good mother when while she moved out the first time, she was bringing other men to the house where your kids are? How is that a good mother?
The other option, I feel like...
No. Let's stay there. How is that a good mother? When she's introducing strangers to the house.
She's not a good mother.
So why are you giving yourself that excuse? What is happening there?
I get the point.
You are looking for a reason to fail.
Yeah.
She's not a good mother to the kids.
Yeah.
When she moved out, she would bring men to the house where the kids are. A 6-year-old boy at the time and a 3-year-old daughter at the time.
Yeah.
When she went to the village, she dumped the kids with grandma and took off with a different man.
Yeah.
Show me the good mother there.
She's not a good mother.
So why were you convincing yourself she's a good mother?
Actually, she's not.
Now, you said she's not a good wife. That one is given. So why are you having a bad mother around your kids? Would you have a bad house help around your kids?
No.
But there is no house help that would do the things she does in front of your kids. There is no house help that would do the things she does to your kids.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a house help, you know to separate the house help with the children. But her, you want to convince yourself that she's a good mother because you don't want to confront that reality.
And again, with the current law enforcement in Kenya, there was a time I tried to throw her out. A time we had to almost got physical. Now she was grabbing the kids, running away with the kids. You know that drama? That is what I don't want.
So she's exploiting your vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Your weakness is the children.
Yeah.
And as long that you have that voyeur for the children, because she does not have voyeur for the children. She doesn't. She doesn't care about the children. She doesn't care for them. She doesn't care about them. She doesn't love them. They are a bargaining chip to her. And when they are an inconvenience, she dumps them with a grandmother for 3 days and elope with another man. Your 6-year-old can see these things. Maybe the 4-year-old not too much, but the 6-year-old can see it. When she is in a different house, she's bringing other men into the house. Both of those kids, whether it is 3 or 4-year-old for the girl or 6 or 7-year-old for the boy, they can tell that is another man. So why you saying the law enforcement it's against you? Why haven't you used those weaknesses on her part to separate your children from her or protect your children from her?
Evidence. Which evidence do I have?
What evidence does she have on you?
Nothing.
But you said the law would be against you.
You see, most of the time in Kenya, like, women are given priority for taking care of the kids. most of the time.
But
She's a very
you
good
you can demonstrate in a court of law or in a child's court that she is not fit to be a mother. You have the house help as a witness in 2 of those witness occasions, when she was staying by herself and when she was at grandma's house.
Yeah.
That's ground for her not being a fit mother. But you have not explored those options.
Yes, I have not.
Why?
Well, number one is the chaos. As I said earlier on, the chaos. She's a very good pretender. She's a very good. She's very chaotic, and there was a time I told her to move out of the house, and she was crying. She was shouting all over there. She ran away with the kids. Now, if I go to a court, like all this drama in front of my kids, I feel it is a lot.
Did you watch my video where I was explaining about exploitable vulnerability because of the weakness of the man? And to be fair, men are very good people. Men are kind, men are loving, men are generous, men are gentle. All those 4 things are also potential weaknesses. They are also potential weaknesses. And also, number 5, they trust way too much. There is a potential for a woman to exploit all those positive attributes on the part of the man. You know that saying? No good deed shall go unpunished. It comes from there. Men are generally very good people. They are kind, they are generous, they are loving, they are gentle, and they trust way too much. Those attributes are going to be turned against you, which is what she has done. She has figured out. She has figured out what your weaknesses are.
Yeah.
How sure are you that those children are yours?
Now that's actually another thing I was thinking about, and in fact I was thinking of doing a DNA test.
When were you thinking about doing a DNA test?
I just thought about it when I moved out. I put it as a priority.
When did you start having doubts?
Well, my younger kid does not look like me. The fact that what she just looking at how she has been behaving, the mother, how she has been behaving, the type of woman that she is, because I never knew that she could do those sorts of things. Now I've come to know about them, and I feel like, she's not a good mother. I mean, that she might have lied to me about the kids.
The word I was looking for is exploitable manipulation. And she has exploited your goodness and your kindness. I don't believe any of those 2 kids are yours. Because you said she got pregnant as soon as you were together. If you went back and looked hard, what would you find? If you went back to the timeline of when she got pregnant, what would you find there?
It definitely will be a lot.
How many years is she older than you?
3 years.
3 years older than you. Bro, you've been married now, what,
Yes.
7 years?
Yeah.
You've done zero work for 7 years. Those are not your children, bro.
Yeah.
Those are not your children. So let's start there. I'm hesitant even to tell you go back because you should not even have left.
Yeah.
But find a way to do a DNA.
Yeah.
Then you will learn that everything has been a lie.
Yeah.
And this is what is going to happen because you have that exploitable manipulation weakness.
Yeah.
You are going to say, I am the one who have raised them. They are like my own kids. You are going to say those words. Even when you find they are not your children, you are still going to find a way to convince yourself that they are your children.
Yeah.
You know that.
I feel like I can do that, but I feel like I shouldn't do that because why should I raise another man's child?
But the reason you have not done a DNA, you moving out recently is not the first time you have thought about DNA. You've been thinking about the DNA for the longest time, even probably only when you only had one child. The reason you have not done it is because you are scared of the dark.
Of the truth.
Yeah, the truth is darkness.
Yeah.
So you are what? You almost, let's call you 30. You've been married for 7 years. You got married at 23
Yeah.
to a 26-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Her brain power at 26 is age 40 for you. Right now you are 30 and you have not even matched her brain power. When she was 26 and you were 23, her brain power was at where you shall be when you are 40.
Yeah.
You have to continually remind yourself that.
Yeah.
So, chances are,
Mm-hmm.
none of those children are yours.
Uh-huh.
So, if that is the eventuality, what is your game plan? And don't tell me you're going to convince yourself they are your children, because they are not.
If they are not my kids, you'll separate. They'll just move out of my house. Hello. They'll just move out of
I'm
my
listening to you.
house. And she will also move out of my house. And I'll cut ties.
You said,
It will be painful. It is painful, but I think I'll have to do that.
why would it be painful when you find out that you've been living with strangers?
Because kids will not understand.
You see, that weakness right there. You have a weakness for the children. That's why I was asking you that question.
Yeah.
It would be painful because the kids will not understand that they are not your children. If you had told me, it would be painful because you look back and see you have wasted 8 years of your life. But that's not where you are going. You have this attachment to these strange children that are not yours. So the reason I'm asking you this is so that you can put it on record, because chances are you are not going to do those things. What are you saying?
I'm saying I see your point. I've not even indicated the pain of using money, expenses, time.
Forget about money. Time.
Yeah.
Time, bro.
Yeah.
22 and 26. You've been a slave for 7 years, 8 years, with 3 strangers and an angel in the name of your house help. That is your guiding light. She feels so sorry for you. She even breaks the girl code and confides in you how you've been in your courtward right under your nose.
Yeah.
How old is she?
The husband,
Yeah.
It's around 23 years.
And those are the things she's telling you. She have seen a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and in fact, the woman gets very angry when she finds out that the house help is talking to me. I think I'll do a DNA test. That will be my first priority.
You think, or you are sure?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
When are you
I'll
going to
get
do it?
back to you. I'm going to do it.
When are you going to do it?
I'm going to check on the costs and see how I am financially, and see if I can do it. Hopefully next week or next week, part one.
You have supported strangers in your house for 7 years, multiple strangers.
Yeah.
But doing the DNA, you have to look at your finances. But when you're doing this for 7 years, multiple times over, you never thought about finances. You are giving yourself a reason to fail.
Yeah.
When you are looking for a reason to fail, you shall never run out of excuses. Now the problem is finances. Now you have shifted from, maybe I need to do a DNA, but now you have a new excuse, the finances. But you are ready to invest 20 years with these strangers. But confronting the truth, you have a problem with that.
I think I should confront that.
So when do you want us to touch base one more time? When will you have done something so that we can talk about that thing? When will it be?
Let's say next week.
Which child are you going to do a DNA test on? Which child are you going to do a DNA test on?
I feel I should do both.
You know, I was giving you an out there because you're talking about finances.
I can start with the small one.
No. Start with the first one. Start with the oldest one. Yeah.
The oldest one looks more like me, so I thought I should go to the youngest.
But the youngest one you say doesn't look like you, so why do you need to do a DNA test on that one?
To confirm.
You know what they say, the genesis of the story. Kihumo kiohoro.
Yeah.
If you want to know the kihumo kiohoro, you go to the beginning of the relationship. The beginning of the relationship is the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Find out what is there. Is that one yours?
Yes.
If you're not going to do both of them at the same time, start with the oldest.
I start with the oldest.
Yes. And when you get favorable results, don't convince yourself, oh no, now there is no need to do another DNA test. Don't do that. You already suspect the second one is not yours.
Yeah.
So, if you're not going to do both of them at the same time, start with the oldest one. Then no matter what the results are, go to the second one. And do all these things in silence.
Yeah.
And then, when you find out what the results are, what are you going to do?
I'm going to make a very tough decision, which will be starting my life all over again without them. All of.
So in your voice note, you said you are scared of remarrying because you might get the same kind of a woman.
Yeah, because I've seen women, the type of. Yeah. I feel like most women are not good women. They're just good few women.
But
They're few.
it's only that one who is not a good woman. The botch is a good woman.
Yeah.
So why are you judging all women based on the problem with one woman?
It's not supposed to be like that.
So would you judge all women based on the character of the house help?
No.
So don't demonize all women because of this one that has done you dirty. Because now you pre-expose yourself to hating women. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Hating women is a madness, and you don't want to be a mad person.
Mm.
No. Just eliminate the cancer from your system.
Mm.
Yeah. You be that one in September, which is where you should have started, because you are going to find these children are not yours. Chances are. So now you are that one starting over, but not actually starting over. It's starting. Because this other one here was a detour. A very bad choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So today is Thursday in Kenya?
Hello?
Is today Thursday?
It's Friday over here.
It's Friday. So next week, before the weekend, you are going to come to me and tell me you did the DNA. Whether it's going to be, the results are going to be out or not, you are going to tell me you did the DNA.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out.
Are you going to tell me you did the DNA?
I will.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
do you want me to hold on to this story until after you do the DNA, or
Yes.
until after you find out the results of the DNA?
Yeah, you should hold on it until after I come back and continue from there.
Okay. All right. You have a deal from me.
Okay, good.
Let's
Thanks.
touch base next week, and don't do anything stupid. She's not worth it.
Thank you.
She is not worth it. Don't do anything that would compromise your higher ground in the eyes of the law, because that is the trick women put men into. You have an argument with a woman, you kick her out, she come back, confronts you so that you can start a confrontation, and now she have something to pin you on. Do not do that. Do not be that guy.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said about kicking her out. That is exactly what I was avoiding.
Yeah.
Confrontation. Yeah.
So, where is your dad?
Passed away. 2021.
And your mom?
Passed away.
Oh yeah, your mom is the one who you unfortunately. So your dad passed away first,
Yeah.
and then your mom followed.
Mm.
Man, so unfortunate. It looks like
Yeah, it's
you still needed them. I'm just curious. That's why I was asking about your mom. Where is this need to have an older woman? Where did that come from?
I thought she was a nice girl. I mean, a girl. She talked well.
You are 20. You are 22. She's 26. How can you know what a good girl looks like in a grown woman?
I was naive.
Okay, we can correct that mistake next week.
Thanks. Okay, goodbye. We'll talk later.
All right, man. Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Thank you for your sharing your story. Let's catch up next week.